It's Morphin time here on Content Breaker. We're coming back with even more Power Rangers. So clearly I'm very, very excited.
As am I.
Yes.
Reppin'.
Ooh, yeah. I'm Morphin Zog, and we got Light Speed Static and Wild Force Strange. What's
I'll
up,
take
guys?
How's it going, man? How's it going? I thought you were gonna make me Zordon. I was like, yes,
No,
I am your god.
I know your favorite season. I don't know Strange's.
Yeah. Lightspeed is so good. I need
gonna say
this.
Lightspeed's probably my favorite as well. Lightspeed or
Oh.
Time Force, one of those.
Time Force is pretty dope. It's hard pressed to find a bad power. Okay, not true.
I'm about to say.
In the Renaissance, it's hard to find the bad Power Rangers. There's definitely Overdrive, Mystic, Crash, both of them. I think Overdrive is worst. One of the worst.
Oh, it is. Hands down,
Forms
the
of-
absolute worst Power Ranger season.
No. I think Overdrive is one of the worst forms of media I've ever consumed in life.
Was that the one
which
that had
is-
wheels on their suits? They had
No,
wheels?
you're
That's,
thinking
they had
of-
wheels on their morphers, so they would roll their morphers down their arm.
Yeah, but the one you're thinking of with the on the suits and whatnot, that's RPM.
Huh. I don't know. It all
RPM's a little underrated, but it's also kind of a mixed bag.
People
Yeah.
say RPM's like a movie, but bigger thing. Where can I watch these Power Rangers? Yeah,
That's a good question. Netflix is being a little stingy here.
I do an annual Power Rangers rewatch about time, but I cannot find them. I am not spending $12 million to buy all the Blu-ray.
the
I might
original
eventually.
Mighty Morphins is on Netflix. It's
Yes.
showing me right now.
Mighty
so-
Morphin is on Netflix, all 3 seasons. The new special, Once and Always, is on Netflix.
Come out today.
The other seasons disappeared for some reason. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know where they went.
Yeah,
Hasbro doing some weird things. I think the newer ones from Hasbro are also on Netflix, like Beast Morphers and
There's Dino Fury, Ninja Steel. That's the only
Okay.
ones I really see on here.
okay, so you got the ones that Saban did when they got the Neo Saban era.
yeah.
So
which-
Samurai through fucking
Oh, and Beast Morphers. Yeah.
Beast Morphers.
yeah,
but,
which I
think,
don't care about those.
I think Dino Fury is also on there.
I know I should watch those, but I'm stuck. Every time I get the urge to watch Power Rangers, I go and watch the. I am here for.
Define Renaissance, because not a term I've heard
Every-
very much with Power Rangers.
Well, to me, the Renaissance are everything. Okay, I got to see if I can coordinate this. Let's say I'll take Mighty Morphin up into
Ninja Storm or
no, it's
SPD?
past Ninja Storm because SPD was
SPD?
fire.
Okay.
Yeah, Ninja Storm to SPD. That's the Renaissance for me. But we got Jungle
Well-
Fury in there too, which is slept on. It's
Okay.
So bad.
Well, this is the part that gets me. A Renaissance is it basically, the Renaissance period in history was relearning all the knowledge that was lost in the Dark Ages. It was a reawakening in a sense. And
yeah.
the Disney Renaissance was them getting back on top after and having hit movies after they basically put out nothing but shit for a couple of years.
Okay.
Those
So I guess if
first
I'm,
few seasons were just good.
yeah, so I guess I'm gonna say the Renaissance. I guess would theoretically be Jungle Fury because they were good up until SP. I don't know. So okay, we're talking about Once a Ranger, but let's just make this a whole Power Rangers podcast. Let's just say screw it. Because
Basically where I was going.
yeah. So if I have to, I want you all's like top 3 Power Rangers right now, like
Oh,
1,
fuck.
2, and 3. Yes, off the cuff. Don't put too much thought on it. Just say what feels right. Say what feels right. Don't put too much thought in it. 5, 4, 3.
All at the same time?
Not all at the same time, but okay. Strange. 5 seconds. 5.
Lightspeed, Time Force, Jungle Fury.
Okay. Fire. Mine are count if you want. Mine are Ninja Storm, Lightspeed, and SPD. That feels weird saying that, but like
Those
That's-
are wildly different seasons, so yeah.
yes, that's hey,
Variety.
that's what came off the cuff.
Yeah.
Okay, Zog, 5, 4, 3.
In Space,
Ah.
Time Force,
Ooh.
and Jungle Fury.
Oh,
Okay.
see, I
Hey.
feel bad about not putting Jungle Fury in there, but SPD like SPD had
I
Jack
need to
and
watch
Shadow, bro.
SPD. I need to.
You haven't watched SPD?
We've gone over this before. I haven't
We have
seen.
not, or
We have
because
actually.
I would have.
Oh, look, I didn't
I
grow
wish
up
you
with
would have told me this
cable.
before I got off Netflix.
I didn't
I'm
grow
going
up
to
with
yell at your
cable,
stepmom this past weekend. I totally had it on my notes and I forgot. I was
The SPD has some of the best Ranger stories. Sky's whole Sky's whole journey about learning what the role of Red Ranger means and accepting
Yeah.
his place.
Yeah.
Fucking spectacular. Very few seasons do the individual Ranger stories as well as SPD did. Plus, fucking Shadow Ranger.
yes, bro. Seeing one of the coolest things about SPD for me was I was like seeing Jack give up the mantle of Ranger to do like work on the ground with helping the community was so fire. Like, and not to mention like the whole Doggy Kruger arc. Like, Cat was a whole vibe. Probably the reason why I have some of my life now. I loved Boom. Like, everybody was dope. Like, and I forget the mucus head guy. I love the scenery too. Like in space, it was like a really cool. Or sorry, not in space. In space did have dope scenery, but in the SPD, like the space, like the world building of it. Because they went to go fight orangutan and he went to a desert planet and they were screaming, it's like, I love you guys. I love that. But no, I noticed you both said Jungle Fury, which is like Jungle Fury is in my top 5. But if I was just picking top 3, came off the cuff of my head, it gotta be Lightspeed, SPD, Ninja Storm. Like, and we all know why SPD is great. We all know why. See, the one I probably have to argue with Zog about is Ninja Storm, because I know you don't hate Ninja Storm, but I know you don't like it.
It's not my favorite season.
Like, see, for me, it's the music is fire. I have a special place in my heart for Dustin. Like, I loved his character so much, especially the episode where he was like nice to the like evil girl. She betrayed him, and like he was just that man. I was like, bro, I feel you, King. We gotta stop our crown for. But anyway, and then you had Tori, which like no one can look me in the face and tell me they didn't have a crush on him. I refuse to believe it. Like, do it right now.
We both know I don't need to.
Look in the face and lie to me right now.
Would I be lying?
You telling me you didn't have a crush on Tori?
No, not at all.
Wow. What about you, Strange? Who are y'all? Who am I doing this podcast with? Who am I doing this podcast with, yo?
Then next season, Dino Thunder had
Kira?
Kira.
Kira's fire.
Kira
Dino
was
Thunder is another banger, bro.
Kira
Dino
was the
Thunder-
one I had a crush on back then.
Dino Thunder is and they were both in Wendy Wu Homecoming.
Yes, they were.
Which was wild.
Oh,
But
looking
no,
at it, I
man.
might maybe be able to watch. I'm doing research right now. Power Rangers official, the YouTube channel, apparently uploads a lot of Power Rangers related stuff, and I think they got full episodes on there. But I'm looking to see if I can't find the full
The full season.
season. Yeah, not to distract, but just
Yeah,
updating you
I
is what I
mean,
was doing.
it's fair. It's fair. But um, and like also Cam was great in Ninja Storm as well. The Green Ranger, so fire. I loved him, and I thought the whole thing with like him being a hamster. I love Ninja Storm. It was just it holds a special place in my heart. And Lightspeed, like, do we need to even say Lightspeed? Like, is probably in my opinion the best Power Rangers. Like, if I'm being honest, from my opinion, like the story's crazy. Like Carter was an absolute beast. Cole was an absolute beast.
Carter's
Like,
probably the best Red Ranger that has ever been put in Power Rangers.
yes.
There is very little Carter Grayson did not do that did not come across as just any mince badass trying his best.
Yeah, like, and Joe, I love Joe so much, bro. Hotshot pilot cowboy. Like, I feel bad because, like, I feel like every Ranger got screen time except the Blue Ranger because I want to say his name is Ken, but I'm probably wrong.
No, I think you're right. But no, yeah, the Blue Ranger and the Yellow Ranger got like the shaft in that season. They got like no story dedicated to them.
But it had to go to the other three, so I wasn't mad. I was like, listen, y'all can suffer because my homies are doing great. Pink Ranger is killing it. Like, and even the commander and the doctor, don't even get me started on the doctor, bro.
Well, of course they got screen time. They were connected to the other two.
Yeah.
Carter basically stole the show just because he was that awesome.
Yeah.
The captain and the Pink Ranger, the most interesting parts about that season were directly connected to their family. So
Yeah.
they had to take enough of that. And Joel, Green Ranger, and the Doctor having their on again, off again, will they actually hook up kind of thing. That took up an unnecessary amount of time, but was never not entertaining.
When she put on the cowboy hat at the end, bro, I was like, this is what happiness looks like.
Dude, when we got to cut back to them in Time Force, and they're just like, we finally get to go on our honeymoon. It's trying to get on the cruise.
Yeah. Oh man, that was so goated, bro. I loved it. I loved it so much. But yeah, like, getting into yours, like, what was yours, Strange? You said Time Force.
There was
Jungle
Time
Fury,
Force,
and what was the last one?
SPD. I mean, not SPD. Sorry, because
I was like,
even
don't you lie to
watched
me.
it. Lightspeed.
Okay, yeah.
Lightspeed for several reasons. That was kind of the main one. I had seen the original Mighty Morphin and Turbo. I didn't
Turbo
really get.
was
I didn't really get a chance to watch Lost in Space. I watched a few of Lost Galaxy a little bit, but like I said, I didn't grow up with cable, so it was very rare I actually get to watch any of this stuff. But the summer that Lightspeed was on, I was watching it. I was on it, and like just the villains and the I don't know, love the Green Ranger. He was cool because he got the little airplane helicopter
yeah,
thing.
Joel.
So
Yeah.
I was like, yes. And green was my favorite color, so I'm like Green Ranger all day. Let's go.
That was the best Green Ranger. Joel was
do
the
it.
best showing of the Green. Him and Cam are tied, man. Definitely better than Sky. No disrespect, Sky, but
and just like I don't know, I like the
Sky?
idea of
sorry, not Sky. Uber.
Say the season. SPD. Oh, Bridge.
Bridge. Yeah, I knew it was some ladder.
some connecting mechanism. And just like the fact that, you know, because I like trains, there's a whole train Zord like that came in. I I don't even think they use it that often, but like when they did, you knew it was
They
serious.
used it a fair amount.
When the thing that carries the other Zords starts to transform into a giant robot, you know it's about to go down because you're like, oh no.
The
This is
crazy
even
thing to
bigger.
me, the crazy thing to me about that was that wasn't even their best Megazord. They just kept getting more shit.
Yeah, I love when they have the spaceship. I was like, yo, we are wilding right now.
Oh yeah, when
Like,
not to mention that whole
Also-
storyline with the Titanium Ranger
mhm.
and the fact that like they're there to get to rescue people, like that was like their whole thing, Lightspeed
Yes.
rescue. That's like, yes, we're here to save
That-
the day.
That is probably my favorite part about Lightspeed. There's no secret identities. There's none of this other crap. It is literally just we're a group of people who are here to help.
My favorite Power Rangers episode of all time is the one with oh god, I forgot his name now. The Red Ranger. Help me out here from LSD. Wow,
Oh
Lightspeed.
yeah,
Carter.
Carter, yes, thank you. I knew it, but yeah, when Carter like makes a decision to like he follows the captain's orders, he's like, "Why did you tell me to do this?" And then he gets the kid gets hit in the head, and he's in the hospital. And you see Carter here, like, "I'm so sorry," and he goes back to look at the stuff, and he was yes, and he was like, "Yeah, if you would have done this, it would." That episode like messed me up, bro. Like I was like, "This is." That made
This
me
is
not
why
a
you have to
douchebag.
be aware of the situation
Mhm.
and not just
Yes.
do shit.
I loved like the whole questioning of the man and just everything. And ooh boy, like that episode. Yeah, Lightspeed is so goated, bro.
and the
Like,
chief,
but
the chief guy was really cool. Actually, I liked him.
yes,
like
I
his
love the
character.
chief. I loved how there was an actual like nerfing of the bad guys before in Power Rangers. You're like, oh, why don't they just show up and like blow up the area? Like when I was watching, once a Ranger or once a Ranger, always a Ranger. I was like, Rita knows where they are. She came from here. Why doesn't she just go back and blow them up? But in Lightspeed, you're like, oh, they're underwater, so they can't get to them. That, yes, so simple, but yes. Like, yes.
And
Yes.
yeah, very true. But she didn't want to blow them up in once and always. She wanted to use them as a battery to fulfill her other plan.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying she could have gone and got them, is what I'm saying. Like,
Well, she
There
could have
was-
got one of them. She didn't know where the other ones were until they all got together again, which she even points out how predictable that was.
But yes, I
Yeah.
found apparently. Did you know that SPD is only 38 episodes long?
Yes.
I think, yeah, one of the shorter ones.
Yeah, that's
You,
really short. Look,
you-
yes, I know what I'm watching later.
The first season of Power Rangers is like 60 episodes.
Yeah.
When seasons were allowed to be that long.
Yeah.
And there's it
Isn't it
was
like
originally
3
going to be
seasons?
40 episodes.
Yeah, all of
Uh,
Mighty Morphin's like 100.
Oh yeah. The
100.
season 2 and 3 I believe are around 40 to 50 episodes.
Yeah.
After that though, Power Rangers basically sticks at a 40 episode like cap until like fucking I want to say it was around SPD where they started dropping, and they just got relatively shorter and shorter until the Neo Saban era, where they ended up on Nickelodeon, who has this weird rule of only 20 episodes a season,
Yeah.
but they gave them like 2 seasons worth of time, so they were able to go back to like 40 episodes with a team.
I still think MRI is a
Samurai.
like Samurai was not good.
It is not good. Samurai is not a good season, but
Like,
I have to give them a little bit of leeway, simply because it's been a while since that team worked on Power Rangers again, and this is a whole new group. This is the first season with a whole new group of people, so little bit of leeway on that. the biggest problem that they have is that wanted they basically switched heads at some point for the showrunners, and one of the showrunners was just, his entire thought was just do the Sentai. Just do the exact same thing they did in the Sentai. And if that was the case, why didn't you just put the Sentai on TV and dub over it? You know, like an old Godzilla movie. If we were why
I
would
do
you bother
see-
hiring actors and everything and shooting an actual show if you were just gonna do that?
I see
know,
Lightspeed and Time Force are exactly, and Wild Force are exactly 40 episodes.
Yeah, like Samurai was so bad they like made someone commit actual murder. Like, I'm just kidding. That's horrible. But it did happen. And he got acquitted. So I mean, okay, not acquitted, but he got out of prison. But no, and like, so Jungle Fury is severely slept on. I feel like Jungle Fury is the most slept on season of. I mean, and RPM might be only because I haven't seen RPM.
RPM's a bit of a mixed bag because there were a lot of behind the scenes issues.
I tried
Yeah.
to watch RPM, bro. I got to like episode 50.
It's actually longer than I thought. 32 episodes. I thought it ended after 10.
RPM?
Yeah.
No, I made it to episode 50, and it was kind of cool with the post-apocalyptic thing and doomsday scenario. And, but the scientists were so annoying to me, and like, dealing
Which
with-
scientist?
I hate to say it,
The
but
small one.
I can't remember.
You know, I mean, like, you talking about Jim and Gemma, or you talking Dr. K?
Probably Dr. K.
Then fuck you. Dr. K was amazing.
No,
I think
I
I'm about
love
Gemma.
Dr. K. Dr. K was funny.
Jim and
I'm about-
Gemma, I can kind of understand.
Was that the one with the bowl haircut, the bowl shaped haircut?
No,
It's Dr. K.
no, that's Dr. K, and that's something I don't. Dr. K has one of the most emotional and tragic stories in all of Power Rangers, and her episode on it is one of the best I've ever
Yeah.
seen them do.
Was it after episode 15?
No, it was before that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
All
Maybe I'll.
32 episodes are up on YouTube if you.
Yeah, maybe I'll. I'll
The
probably try
episode
and
is
give it another
literally
watch.
titled Dr. K. I recommend going back and watching it.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
give it another watch.
Jim and
I'd
Gemma
sure
have
give
a
I'm Scottish.
they're twins, so they have the typical twin read each other's minds, go back and forth, finish each other's sentences, kind of thing. Except even though they're like 30, they act like they're fucking 10.
Yeah, and that's
which
a child of
you
a
can-
twin. Twins never do that. In their life.
Yeah, it's very weird. It's very grating on the nerves the way they have those two act. But at the same time, it's you kind of understand it with their story and everything.
Yeah.
That being said, it doesn't make it any easier to get through an episode where they're the focus.
I mean, yeah. It's there's so much Power Rangers. Like I definitely feel like Jungle, because I know a lot of people don't even, because people like talk about RPM and talk about how underrated. No one ever talks about it, which is sad because Jungle Fury is like definitely one of the best series out there. Power Rangers, cool. We had so many like tropes that were expanded upon and done better. Like the Evil Rangers were done a lot. Like I think the best they were done in my opinion. Well, it's outside of Green Ranger, iconic, but R.I.P. David Frank forever. But the Evil Ranger trope was done really well in Jungle Fury with like the Spirit Rangers, like the bat, the elephant,
Well,
other one, shark.
the
Yeah,
shark. Yeah, that was an entirely American thing too. They didn't
Yeah,
have
which
them in the
was-
Sentai.
Yeah, which their suits were dope. I'm not gonna lie. I know Jungle Fury and Ninja Storm apparently took a lot of liberties. Both of those took I think I read somewhere that both of those seasons most liberties. with American, like with the Power Rangers outside of Overdrive, but talk about it because Overdrive did a whole nother thing that was not done at all in the Sentai. Which, anyway, like
The thing that this was around the time this Jungle Fury and Overdrive came out was an era of Power Rangers where they would take a season, try some new shit out, it would suck, and so then when the next season came out, they would try those elements again, but they do it good. Like the multiple villain factions,
we gotta make a Power Rangers tier list. There's a bunch of them to make her. Like we gotta make her own.
We'll worry about that.
We'll
We'll get around to that. I'd be
Like-
down for it.
Yeah, do that. But yeah, so all the Power Rangers is goated, of course, but the originals, the Mighty Morphin, came out with a special. Was it April, end of March? They came out with it
Mid-April.
mid-April. Once a Ranger, or yeah, is that the title?
Once upon a ranger. No.
Once
Yeah,
and
once
always.
Once and always.
Yeah, once and always.
Yeah, once a
Yeah.
Ranger is the Overdrive episode where they brought back past Rangers.
Yeah. That was
God damn it! You ever say a sentence and realize how big of a nerd you are?
yeah. Yeah, every time.
I don't
tell
regret
someone-
it.
Into season 15, episode 45 minutes 5:03.
You were trying
So
so
forever, right?
hard. You were trying so hard.
That
Oh,
was that part is. I think that's no, that's not Dino Thunder. Is that Dino Thunder? I think it is. Dino Thunder.
No, that's fine. That's Overdrive.
You.
Yep.
That was the 15th
'cause that
anniversary.
was special. Yeah.
We have to find all the jewels for
But,
the
no.
crown for our 15 villains.
Oh, that one you know.
What was that one?
I
I'm
peeked at
sorry.
it a little bit. I know,
Yeah.
but it was like I'm like, this is awful. That's why I don't watch.
Yeah,
This
it's so bad. But yeah,
Only good thing about Overdrive are the two cat villains. I was like the only good thing because they looked cool.
yeah, they did look cool. But no, this new special that they came out with, it's purely a Mighty Morphin special, hour-long Netflix thing on Netflix, only about the Mighty. Some season 1, some season 2, 3 members of the team
Which
of
I
the
was
Mighty Morphin team.
kind of shocked at. I was like, whoa, that's cool. Bringing the OGs back. Look at that.
I think what they were trying to go for was that they were originally going to have just the season 1 crew coming in,
Yeah.
but
Life had other plans.
life had other plans. Fucking hell. Well, of course, 2 of those OG members are past. They're dead and gone.
Yeah.
And one of them is accused of like tax fraud. I looked into it a little bit. Some said like tax fraud, some said COVID fraud.
Yeah.
Essentially he's being accused of just like stealing a bunch of money from people, from like sick people and
Yeah.
or Wesley Snipes shit.
Wesley Snipes didn't really do anything. He just didn't pay his taxes. It's
Fair enough.
very different than Wesley.
Fair enough.
I
Fair
just want
enough.
to clarify,
Fair enough.
it's very different. We
Fair
can't do
enough.
Wesley like that.
Fair enough. I was going for the joke, but all right.
Okay. I was just like, hey, we gotta
But,
respect Blade.
Oh, Blade was fucking great. And honestly, the third one just wanted more money.
What she said isn't true. She just didn't synthesize with it. Or the synergy was off, she said.
I
And
don't-
someone said she never even got the read. So who knows? It's
I
a
don't
he
know.
said, she said.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
All I
But
know.
either way, that one's probably the most like relatable outside relatable. Not the most understandable one because of course 2 of them literally couldn't be there.
Yeah.
But, at least she wasn't Jason. Uh, but that's the good thing about having basically two sets of this team. They could always call the other guys.
Yeah, which is well, it was done really well. I went into this probably low to no expectations,
Same.
and that was I'm glad that I did because holy crap, it was good. I watched it with our friend Cam, and right off the bat, we were like enthralled. It was like nostalgia. We've been stuck back in a time machine, and it was wild.
So good.
From like minute 5, I was like,
Oh
wow.
yeah,
I was like, wow.
it hit some serious heights. I was so happy to see Billy come back and actually be a main part of the story.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Seeing the guy who was just known as the tech dude who just basically Deus Ex Machina their way to victory sometimes.
Yep.
Get the spotlight as a main character. That was awesome. Appreciated that. Seeing Zach come back was also really nice.
Zach was the highlight of this for me, and like because his character was given so many more dimensions, like as a guardian, like the fact that he was a congressman was just like what, like bro, it was
go to enough of them peace conferences. I guess you get elected in.
Yeah, like dude was a whole. I love dude. Like he did great, and I forget his name. I always forget. Second Red Ranger. Rocky, yeah. Rocky was refreshing air. I forgot how much comic relief, like dumb jock character he was.
Yeah.
But
that's
like
my noodles. Where's my noodles?
I related to that so hard, bro. I related.
Yeah.
I want to move my noodles at work.
Honestly, hearing him say that with the whole fighter uniform and everything, I'm just like, that is a serious stereotype that I have known actual people to be like.
Yeah.
Also, I find
this is accurate.
Yeah. It's also kind of weird because he gets brought in. He's wearing the whole fighter outfit and all that, and I'm just like, that's the career path of the original Red Ranger. He left the show and went to be a firefighter.
Maybe it was like an homage then.
Maybe.
Homage.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of cool.
I thought Rocky was a real firefighter as well.
I'm not sure. I know he went through he's stuck with the karate path for a while. Basically did some tournaments, started a dojo and everything. But I didn't know what his career was like after that. In fact, the only thing I really know about him for sure is that he was in the middle of moving like New York when Forever Red was being filmed. That's why he wasn't there.
Yeah, which it would have been weird to have two same.
Yeah,
I don't even know how that would have worked.
Yeah, I mean, there are some reports saying that they only wanted him to come in if they couldn't get Austin St. John or Jason. Yeah, or Jason. That's because they have basically the same powers. All I'm saying is, in the third season with Rocky, he had ninja powers that he could have used. Options. They had options.
Maybe
but then again, that would have been 11 Red Rangers in the 10th anniversary.
Maybe there's just something about being a Red Ranger that makes you want to be a firefighter, like in Light Speed Rescue. Something like that.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like when Austin St. John walked out for Forever Red, though. That was crazy. Hey, I'm just like,
you don't think I could let you do this without the original Red Ranger?
Yeah, I was like, so dope. Oh my god, like, and it was weird because like I think Wild Force up at that point had favorite Red Ranger,
Cole.
Oh yeah,
I was an orphan.
Right, what?
I was
Wild
raised
Force
by
lives.
wolves.
Wild Force lives so far back in my mind. I literally forget. The one thing that stands out to me the most about Wild Force Ranger is that the Pink Ranger was the White Ranger. It always pissed me off. I was like that and the cue ball. Like I will never forget the pool stick,
Oh,
bro. Like I was like, bro,
At the
like
Just use my ancient crystals as fucking as fucking cue balls.
yeah,
I was like, bro. The
at,
orcs were cool though. The orcs were good villains.
at the time, I actually really enjoyed Wild Force, but kind of looking back, I'm like, it really wasn't all that much memorable about it, except for like
Yeah.
apparently a even more powerful Zord, but it was like autonomous, and we never saw it again. But they made a toy out of it, so
Best thing about Wild Force was the Animarium, bro. The Zords were the
Mhm.
best part about Wild Force.
Oh yeah, no, the Zords were great. I had a toy of the original Zords. I
Yeah.
wanted the alligator or crocodile and the wolf Zord, but
Oh, the
Yeah.
Predazord.
yeah, the Predazord. I really wanted the gorilla one and the bears, but I could never. I don't think they made toys of those. They might have, but I never found them.
I don't think they made a bear. I know. I also.
No, they were the twin bears, the arms.
Yeah, the black bear and the polar bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they.
I don't remember. them.
I remember the penguin. Who had the penguin? 'Cause
Was there
I
a penguin?
There wasn't.
Yeah, there was a.
That was in Jungle Fury.
Yeah, that's
No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't say
That's actually, like-
in Jungle Force, but there was a penguin Zord because I remember.
Yeah,
there was
that was their master mode Zords.
yeah, because I
The
remember.
Yellow Ranger had the penguin. The Blue Ranger had like a gazelle,
Yeah, he had an antelope.
antelope, and the
Red Ranger had a gorilla, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You get the gorilla.
I remember that. 'Cause I was
Gorilla.
like, "What? That's fine."
I'm just thinking
Um,
of back at Ninja Storm where they had like a new Zord every episode, or it wasn't really a Zord.
It
was just, like-
wasn't that many, bro, in
attachment.
Ninja Storm.
I know there wasn't.
had-
No, it felt like it though.
They had different things. Like they had the chips that would give them different weapons. I remember the bee spinner. The lightning mode was sick though. You can't hate on the lightning mode.
No, I don't
bro.
hate. No, it was cool.
Lightning mode was sick. I just remember Cam pulling up in a chopper, bro, when he got his morph. I was like, bro, why is he in an Apache helicopter? Like, what? No. That was so funny to me, bro. When I saw that, I was watching it with my cousin. And he's like, whoa, this is so hype. And I was just laughing. He's like, why are you laughing? I'm like, cuz it's just, bro pulled up with a Apache helicopter, bro.
And
With a
spoke to-
megaphone.
spoke to them in a microphone on his goddamn sword.
And he's like, hey guys. I'm like, this gotta be the most relaxed Power Ranger introduction ever, bro. Like, you had the ninjas, you had Thunderstorm walking in here like, oh, we're big bad. And and then the next guy is just like, I'm on a fucking helicopter and I can travel through time. I mean, what did you expect from like Lothar, who was the most comedic villain in the series? Like, I love it, man. But yeah. So back into the once and always. So the wildest thing for me in this was that they killed off Trini, and
Yeah.
the actor who played Trini really died. So I was like, I was not expecting that. I was like, at this point, you have my curiosity. Now you have my attention because I was like, yo, that was crazy. And then she has a daughter, and then Zach being. I expected Billy to be the guardian. So when it was Zach, I was like, yo, this is all
That
of my
was cool.
expectations are just being shifted right now. We are really out here. And so like that whole thing, I love that dynamic between Zach and her, and like the explaining of what happened. They didn't shy away from it. And just like Rita was also really good. Like the robotic Rita was really good. And her story, like everything made sense, which was also very nice. I liked how there was really no phantasmal point A to point B jumps. Like everything was really trackable.
Yeah,
Agreed.
this is an amazing special. They pay homage to basically everything from the season 1 era of Power Rangers. Fucking Radbug 2. They have flying cars in this world.
And they go to the juice bar, which is still in the 90s, which I find
Yeah,
hilarious.
And when the style works.
Yeah, the fact that they made a nod to that too, that it was still like unchanged, was showed it well. I also really like the fact that we saw so much of like the fight choreography was also the same. Like it wasn't just like, it was pretty much the same fight choreography.
Yeah.
Dope. It was very bombastic and open. The only thing I wish we would have got, I wish for a lot, because we got what they did. Working with what they had was amazing. They did a great job. But I wish we would have got Skull and Bud. Like
Bulk and
I feel like Bulk and Skull, yeah. Like
they own a sandwich shop, but we all know
In
that
real
the
life?
Bulk and no, it was an advertisement for one of their sandwich shops. But I'm like, doesn't their lore go well beyond?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not touching on the comics or anything, because the comics are different stories, different universe kind of crap. Just with Power Rangers, Bulk has gone into space, run a bar, gone back to Earth where he runs a bar at a resort. Skull has become a fucking millionaire, like riding around in limos and shit, has a kid. Who he has sent to live with his Uncle Bulk, who sometimes struggles to pay the bills, but is basically has basically gone on the journey from stupid lame high school bully to hometown hero to I'm just a damn good guy trying his best in the world. I would have loved to have the actual actors in there to give me to do some stuff, but no matter what they would have done on that route, I would have wanted more. Just giving me the little cameo with they own a sandwich shop together, that's cool. I like that.
That's a mistown. When was that?
They had a billboard of it that they held on for one of the shots where before moving on to a fight scene.
Okay. I think either a putty or a ranger just flying through the.
Yeah.
Probably a putty, I think.
It was right as Rita released her putties all over the world. They shot down into Angel Grove, and the generals were just like, wait, didn't we already get pink and red? Different pink, different red.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, what was the last season Bulk and Skull were in?
Samurai.
Okay. Excellent. I didn't that part.
Yeah. Skull only made an appearance at the end of Samurai to pick up his kid. Named Spike. But Bulk was a prominent feature with Spike throughout the whole season.
Okay. This other ranger kept coming back. Was that Megaforce?
Yeah, Megaforce. When they were pirates and they could
That
pirate.
was the second half.
That was also garbage. I only remember because I caught one.
Absolutely failed with Megaforce.
I'm like, how you have the opus of all the Rangers coming back? Like, you know what I'm talking about when they were like on the cliff? They reused all that footage. But I mean, it was still dope because I was like, it's all the homies. And but I'll never forget, bro. There's the scene because me, Marcus, Cam, and Haku, Power Rangers. And there was a scene where they're all walking up and you can clearly see, I forget which gen it was, but one of the Pink Rangers almost fell off the cliff. It was so funny because they left that shot in. Yeah, you were there too, Stranger. Yeah. That always makes me laugh because I'm like, they probably looked down. I was like, is it worth the check? Because because that was funny. But Yeah, so I think Once and Always just a really good hour special. It gave me so many good vibes of like Zach doing like kung fu. What's it called again?
Hip hop keto.
Yeah, hip hop keto. Which
That
he still
that
got
was
the moves, bro.
th-
He
th-
still got the moves.
it was fucking hilarious. He pulls this shit out, and his quote unquote daughter now just looks at it and just goes, "Are you breakdance fighting?"
Yeah, no, I love that. I was like, yo, we are out here. There was that. There was the whole.
Can't be a ranger to get revenge. You have to be a ranger to
Yeah, the speech.
protect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gordon sacrifice was also really dope.
Which I do appreciate. She tries multiple times to use that morpher. And honestly, one of those times is super practical. It's like, yeah, that's the practical idea. You would want to do what she's going to do right now. But it just doesn't work for her until it sinks into her head. No, that we're not here for revenge. We ain't here to cause more problems.
Yeah, no, and that makes sense, and I agree with that too. That was a good scene as well. Seeing that and having that moment with her. What was the girl's name again? Daughter.
Men.
Min, yeah, Min was just a beast, bro. The way she was using those,
The mantis?
not tonfas.
Oh.
Were they tonfas actually? They were
The
tonfas.
batons.
Yeah.
Tonfas are the it's got basically the stick, got the handle up here, and you just flip them back and forth.
Yeah, was that what she was? Or were they
No.
just
No.
She basically
Okay.
just had two batons that you would kind of
Gotcha.
like Nightwing.
Gotcha. Yeah. So the way she was Nightwing that is her crane stands and like the actual that she was getting the
That-
forms down.
Praying mantis. It was praying
She
mantis.
did she did the crane stand too. She did praying mantis, but she also did the crane stand.
No, the stances. A lot of moves and stances are basically interchangeable with every style.
Yeah.
But I know the only thing. Words are hard. Fucking Rita even comments on it. Praying mantis style, just like Trini.
Yeah.
And you're gonna
Yeah.
die just like her.
That-
No, Rita was on demon time.
She
This
really
whole I
was.
was like, bro, who wrote this?
She's like, happy anniversary. Although, haha, it's like, oh, what a
No,
jerk.
it legit.
Did you
They got
see?
they got the approval to like kill someone in this, so the writers were just like, "Oh, we're making Rita a fucking menace."
Mm.
Not to mention that, like, I was talking to Cam. I was like, bro, every time they say snizzard, it sounds very racially motivated for some reason. Like,
Snizzard.
I was like, I don't know what it is, man, but like something about the way they be saying this just be rubbing me wrong, bro. And he's like, I feel it. I don't know why, but I feel it.
Is it the hard S at the beginning?
Maybe. But like that and the fact that like that man, like when they were just at the graveyard, they're like, oh yes, all the dead humans as they should be.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I was like, yo, I was like, soon the whole world would be like this. It's like, yo.
Yeah, no, they were on demon time, bro. And then even Billy, when he like just ran Rita through at the end, I was like, bro, like this is
Yeah.
this is dark.
He's
That
like,
was fire.
Oh, look, she's open.
This this is how you do something PG. You can tackle those subjects in a PG story. I'm getting so tired of Hollywood and basically any kind of entertainment media being like, no, PG must mean G. We have to cater to all of these things. No, you got that rating system for a reason. If you're gonna use it, fucking tell me that these are the. Tell me that this is for an older crowd or some shit.
The ratings are definitely skewed for whatever reason. It's like, yo, PG is basically G at this point. the most part.
PG-13 is just PG, which is G, and R is don't even talk to me. Because you are fucking that. I see rated R nowadays, and I'm just like, okay, an 8-year-old can watch this.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Disney did drop that hard F-bomb and are preparing for Deadpool. So,
Yeah.
That's kind of fire.
That was pretty funny. I think I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, like I liked it. So
yeah, it was a
I
fun.
felt like
well,
it was good.
It was
felt like it was
mostly
good.
fun besides the sad parts. I was doing pretty okay right until the very end. When they were like, here's 2 pictures of the actors.
Yeah.
And once a ranger,
In
always
loving
a ranger. I said,
in loving memory, yeah.
That ruined me.
Tired.
Bro. That ruined me. I was definitely in. I was definitely not okay for that one. And like that just hit because I'm like still. I feel like this was the first kind of closure we got for Trini. Like I know the cast had their stuff, but back when we were like too young to kind of remember that, and it was like right before 9/11, so it got overshadowed pretty hard.
Kind of understandable.
Yeah.
In hindsight.
Yeah, no, of course. So I understand. Like we never really had. This was like the first experience I have to be like,
Oh yeah.
James David Frank stuff still hits. Like I mean, it just happened last year, but still hits. So definitely hug the people that should. These were the people who like started it all. Like, because it was a test to see if this could survive here in the West, and it thrived.
It's been going on for 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it ended at year 20. But yeah, no, I mean no, because I think then there's like 20. No,
19? No, 18?
but it's before 20. Yeah,
18. It's 18.
Yeah, it's wild. So yeah, it ended
Yeah,
18
well,
years
no,
ago.
No, Jungle Fury is 17 because then it goes RPM, Samurai, and 20 is Megaforce.
Yeah, so Power Rangers really ended 17, 13 years ago.
God damn
But
it.
yeah, now this was very refreshing. I hope we can get this for other seasons. I know that's a big ask, but like, I would love to see Lightspeed reunion. I know it's a huge ask. Or maybe like another special where we don't bring in.
Reunion.
I would love a Lightspeed.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody's still alive and non-problematic from that cast. So like that very well could happen. Like
I would like to see some more stuff from like later seasons that isn't Mighty Morphin.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not opposed to like mixing up some of the teams or anything. Like, say you got somebody from like Time Force, Lightspeed, Lost Galaxy, Turbo, and
We almost had that in the
RPM.
Special, but
Yeah, and these are just the people we're following for this.
Yeah.
That being said, last I heard, Netflix is trying to work a deal with Hasbro to where they have the traditional like Power Ranger stuff going on for kids, and a secondary thing that might deal with older Rangers, meant for a bit of an older audience, since a large amount of Power Rangers fans nowadays are that older audience that grew up watching the series.
Yeah.
I'll be fine with that.
I don't
if,
expect them to do like a rated R Power Rangers thing,
Yeah, please.
which would be
don't.
dope as fuck,
It's
and I
just-
would totally be down for it.
I mean, it'd be interesting. Yeah.
But if it's like once and always, yeah, I'm down for this. We can do that.
Yeah, just something slightly more mature. You don't have to be like, we blew their heads off, you know, or look at us swearing all the time, yeah, doing drugs. Just
Yeah, that
know.
level of quote unquote mature storytelling that really just sounds like a
yeah.
12-year-old just discovered these words on the internet and it's just like, I sound grown up.
I'm gonna write this in the script. Just
No, I
don't
would
do
love-
that, and I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought completely. Like, yeah, no, I agree. I was gonna say something. I had an idea of how they could.
Well, what I want is I want them to combine all the Megazords together and make one ginormous Megazord.
Look at this man. He watched Digimon Fusion.
Eh.
But yeah, well, all right, folks. I think that's it for us here on Content Breaker for now. Stick around for the alleged possible Power Rangers tier list. That's definitely going to happen here soon. When? Soon.
I don't know, probably next
Soon.
week, honestly. Or who knows?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, once again, I have been Static, and you can find me on social media, Twitter. That's Static Drizzle, because I'm cool. You can find Kelz, not here. I said the wrong Caleb. You can find Strangely Entertaining. Where can they find you?
Look for me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. I almost forgot where I resided on the internet. Just look for Strangely Entertaining. I think trying to work out a different kind of. I stream mostly on Tuesdays, between 7 and 9 Central Standard Time sometimes, but lately it's been a little chaotic, so maybe I'll have to refigure out what's going on with that. So just bear with me.
No,
Well,
I
that's your
expect
loss.
excellent.
It is excellence. I'm excellently telling people different things. But anyways.
Oh my god. Well, all right.
Yes. Oh, I remember. I was gonna say we stupidly didn't see the red Time Force Ranger when he came to our own backyard, 5 minutes away from our freaking houses.
Yeah, I had to work that day, and I got slammed the previous days. So
I was
just
literally
missed it.
probably just constipated. To be honest. I tried to make it. He
Yeah.
did like autographs and like took pictures.
Oh yeah, I wanted to make that so bad, but it just wasn't in the cards at the moment.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll catch you on the next one. You're on Content Break.
Bye.
Bye.